Welcome back. Let's tell you what the global spotlight is. Well, the top story this week is going to be about the Fed rate hike, how much it raises. But apart from the Fed, did you know that there are 14 central banks around the world who are meeting this week to deliberate a rate hike? We're talking about, on the whole, 15 central bankers meeting this week. Prominent ones include, of course, the United States of America, where the Federal Reserve will be meeting. But apart from that, Bank of England will be meeting, Bank of Japan will be meeting, and these two economies also count among the top 5 economies in the world. We've also got banks in Switzerland, Norway, Sweden, South Africa, Philippines, Indonesia, Brazil, Taiwan, Egypt, amongst a few others. For the Federal Reserve, the focus will not just be on the magnitude of the rate hike, whether it's a 75 or 100 basis points rate hike. The recent CME Fed tool forecast is now forecasting an 18% chance of a 100 basis points rate hike. This is after the red-hot inflation print that we got last week. But the attention will also be on the dot plot projection, which will indicate where the terminal rates are going to be and for how long the Fed will keep hiking rates. Let's move on and now quickly tell you what we can expect from the other central bankers this week. Well, Bank of Japan is expected to stay pat, like it has been for the last many months, resisting the global tide of increased interest rates. Bank of England could be raising rates anywhere between 50 to 75 basis points when it meets on Thursday. The reason why the street is still divided on how much Bank of England is going to raise, because there is some key data which is going to come out ahead of the Thursday's meeting. The July GDP is out. The August inflation figure is also expected in the run-up to the BOE central bank meeting, which could sway the MPC. Switzerland's central bank is also likely to raise interest rates by 75 to 100 basis points, ending a 7-year experiment with negative interest rates. As of today, Switzerland is the only economy in the world where interest rates are still negative. But after the rate hike it takes in this week, which it is expected, that could end after a period of 7 years. But the one which I found most interesting is Turkey. Well, Turkey was, it's an economy which had seen a 100 basis points rate cut in August. What will it do in September now? It's been focusing a lot on growth over inflation as tourism has dissipated. But did you know its inflation is running at 80%? And despite that, we had a rate cut by Turkey last month. And the question is, what will it do this time? And finally, Norway and Sweden, well, they could follow, the path ECB took, right, with a 75 basis points rate hike. They're a part of the Eurozone, so they could have a rate hike similar to what ECB took. Well, the moot point is, around the world, economies are quickly accelerating the monetary policy normalizations, and investors are pricing in a very sharp surge in interest rates over the coming months. So it's not just Fed, which is going to be on everyone's watch. Keep your eye